두꺼비의 성난 모습은 곧 군사의 모습입니다. 나라는 덕으로 다스려야 하는 법. 두꺼비의 성난 모습은 곧 군사의 모습입니다.
All right, it is very early in the morning here at the west coast of US. I hope everyone who's watching this right now or later is having a great day. Hello. Hi. Oh. It's great to see you, man. Yeah, I am streaming right now because I wanted to stream and record about Ark of Osiris League. But yeah, thank you for tuning in, man. Maximus, the other part of Maximus. Good to see you. Great to see you in chat. All right, so let me just make sure that I'm recording. Okay, so what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel, Musi Gaming here, and today I wanted to talk about Ark of Osiris League, specifically the way that we do in terms of like the setup, because we do it a little bit differently. My group that actually just migrated to CB 2939. And the way that we actually do it is because we actually do 15 versus 15. Sorry, 15 versus 15 instead of 30 versus 30 for a number of reasons. For one, talk slowly. My bad. Let me just get the mic closer. Okay, cool. Hello, Yapper. All right, let's start over again because we do have a little bit of time. I'll talk a little bit slower so that everyone can hear me. But what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Musu Gaming here, and today I want to talk about Ark of Osiris League and the way that we do it, because we do it, my group here in 2939 that migrated to the 2939, but we actually started from 2811, does Ark of Osiris League very differently from other people. We actually run 15 combatants Ark of Osiris League, and I think I can explain a little bit of why we are doing it and what kind of impact that this setup has on you as a player. And it's a whole different experience, in my opinion, versus 30 versus 30 for a number of reasons. For one, when you actually set up a team of 15 very dedicated group of people for your Ark of Osiris League, the reason why we do it is, for one, I think every single member's participation matters a lot more than 30 versus 30. If you actually look at my my mail here, my team captain, the people who actually organize this Ark of Osiris League actually sets up like the whole markers and everything, and is pretty organized. And we only have like 10 people that are joining with the main, and then about 5 people that are joining with 5 accounts per se that are joining with farm accounts. So what that allows us to do is actually making strategy and every move and every march count. So you can't just send like 20 different marches to Ark for no reason. Let's say you actually are occupying every single building on the map, and you're trying to defend those. Sending like 20 different marches for Ark alone may not make sense for this setup versus, let's say you're doing 30 versus 30. That may matter a little bit more. So, and we have faith in every single member of our group that when we have this setup, like each teleport, each march, like each rally, each garrison matters so much that this makes Ark of Osiris League a lot more fun than the regular 30 versus 30. So that's why we do this. And so far, luckily for us, we've been pretty good in terms of win rate. I think ever since we started this 15 people setup, we probably have somewhere around 70 to 80% win rate. So it's really good for us to be able to actually get that 2,000 gem as well as the gold heads for us. So that's one of the other reasons why we're doing it, because we have so much confidence in our team as 15 people. That we actually won a lot. As you can see, we are currently in an 8th win streak, and it is probably one of the longest win streak that we have. So I thought it would be cool for me to actually share the setup on the live stream. So that's what we're doing. Show me my skill. Keen to watch. All right. Thank you. Let's just go ahead and go over some of the stuff that I have set up. Let's see, how long do I have until Ark starts? Okay, so for this Ark of Osiris League, I have a setup for both rally and garrison. And usually I don't recommend doing a rally with Poe, but the reason why I actually run Poe Arthur for this particular rally is because I need to use him on the field as well. And I think my gear, you can see that my gear that I'm using for Poe Arthur and my armaments are strong enough for most cases that Poe Arthur rally actually does work on almost any scenario. We haven't seen a single case where it traded negatively almost. So it's good. So this rally setup is going to be my first field march as well as my rally march. I have Liu Che and Philip. I actually use Philip for this because I'm using Paul Arthur for the other one. Let me just go ahead and save this. And Zhuge Liang Herman, just because that's the only archer march that I'm going to have. And I'm not going to have a second cavalry march because my second cavalry march gear is going to go to my garrison gear. For this group, I don't think we have anyone who built a proper garrison. We have, but then again, I think we have people who have like all the armaments and everything set up for the wedge for the second pair of sets so that other people can actually use their best cav march on the field. But this is my secondary cavalry set. I'm going to use this on Eleanor Hera. I'm going to use this Eleanor Hera on my garrison for my side of the field. Usually it works because our field march will actually get there before my Eleanor Hera or before their rally gets there. So that means that we can actually fight them and swarm them down with our field marches, so that as long as the Eleanor Hera doesn't flop very quickly, it's actually going to work. So I have four different sets. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm gonna have garrison. So that's basically the setup that I have. How long do we have for the thing to start? Okay, 2 minutes. Again, if you're running a 15-minute setup, we are going to need every single one of them's power, like maximum power level. So that's why I'm using my garrison as a second one. And field presence is going to be huge, so that's why I'm using my rally with Ho Arthur instead of something like Nevsky Arthur that can both do either one. And Ho Arthur can actually be used as Justinian, which I'm going to actually do for the rally. But as long as I have all my armaments and my gear on the Ho, I think that's basically the twist and gist that you need to do for the rally. All right, we have 2 minutes. Let's see. Is it worth Herman primary for speed with nod hopping? I think the reason why a lot of people prefer Zhuge Liang primary is because of his skill tree. Because this allows you to get 100 extra rage with 10% chance. This will make you trade a lot faster and better. I know that Herman Prime does have that rejuvenate that does give you the little bit of extra rage too. But that's, I think, what a lot of people prefer in terms of primary for speed not hopping. I think in general, previously when like the whole like the satellite view and everything wasn't optimized, where you could see what you're attacking, a lot of people snipe down Zhuge Liang a lot more just because you can see them like running Zhuge Liang and they're like, oh well, it must be Zhuge Liang YSG, or it must be less tanky, or it must be very slow. But I think nowadays, I think everyone runs Zhuge Liang Herman and Zhuge Liang Herman pair. So I think it's really down to preference, to be really honest with you. Buy gold chest, please. My wife is sleeping in the other room. Can't talk about gold chests. Alright, so let's go. Let's go to Ark of Osiris. Let's enter. So we do have the 25% up. We most of the time don't really use the 50% expansion, just because of the fact that you know, for 15 versus 15, sometimes you get a free win because not everyone shows up all the time. But it looks like we got some showers here. And one of the main thing that we actually need is the fact that we need almost everyone's participation. Everyone needs to basically be able to make it to the Ark of Osiris. So that is one of the main things that you need to pay attention to. And just for those of you who actually watched my other video, Chef Cheese, who I actually did the account review for, is actually here with us in 2939. He's still catching up, but he's actually in a pretty good spot. Hopefully my account guide actually helped, but let's see how he does on the map too. So that's another yeah, my wife knows everything. Yeah, let's see how he performs. All right, let me just go ahead and make sure that my OBS is recording. All right, cool. All right, we got 1 minute. So because of our team is so organized, our Dr. Chop, Mikey, those are the two people who are leading this most of the time, are so organized. We usually have a pretty good setup here. So as soon as this starts, I'm going to go ahead and rally this with Justinian. And I'm going to send my garrison Eleanor Hera over there. But sending a rally here, so most of the time if the enemy team is not organized, we're going to actually be able to take this. So with about 50% chance, which is not really possible in a 30 versus 30. A lot of field marshals actually will be there before, so we can actually delay their teleport first, and that's something that's very unique about a 15 versus 15 setup, because in 30 versus 30 you almost never lose your obelisk right away, but for us it's pretty often that our opponent actually loses one of those things. So let's see if we can actually make that happen. All right, and then my second priority is going to be sending my Eleanor Hera there as soon as possible. So, all right, let's see. All right, where's my Justinian? And then I'm gonna have to send my Eleanor Hera as soon as possible. Usually I will actually have Justinian Hera with which much better setup. I will have like infantry and archer in there, just so that it can benefit from normal damage reduction. But that actually slows down the march so much that I don't prefer doing that for the garrison marching. So all right, so let's see if we had a rally going, which is not what I was expecting. So usually you can actually join the rally over here. I actually screwed up a little bit by not joining this rally over here, because that would have actually made the joining of garrison a lot faster, but I actually sent the... So that's my bad. Usually what you can do is actually you join one of your size rally so that we can actually get there a lot faster than usual. So you can get the teleport timer up there a lot faster than you usually would. You can see that they already occupied the obelisk, which was a little bit of a flop from our end. Alright, let's see. Alright, we got a AOO going there. Alright, we have hard push going on, so which is gonna be good, which is gonna help us get there a lot faster, and let this march right here, my rally, get there a lot sooner than expected. We have Eleanor arriving in like a minute, and you can see that our team is very well organized. Our team, the team of Vietnamese leaders, you know, speaks English very well, and or at least can type English very well, and really gives good directions on what to do here. Although I effed up a little bit. Oh, my Nevsky is out. Okay, that was a mistake. I should have had my Guan Yu out instead.
Le palais est trop silencieux. Je préfère la campagne.
Alright, we got about 1 million of them here. So I'm just gonna actually save my cavalry by not using my Nevsky. But their rally's coming soon, so you can see how that goes. But my rally actually arrived. It looks like they know what they're doing. They already got someone to garrison for that, but they're not using a proper garrison. And you can see that although my rally is using Pro Justinian, which is not very ideal, it's actually trading pretty positively with the garrison. So okay, we got a pretty even match for those. And you can see that I screwed up and not listened to Mikey here, so. Alright, so now now everyone's kind of swarmed down. You see that our garrison actually held up a lot better than theirs. So as soon as we can actually do this, let's just go ahead and join those people for joining objectives. I'm gonna actually save Nevsky, because Nevsky doesn't have equipment. Alright, so my host returning, our team's getting one of those. Oh, they actually have a rally going on? Or it's interesting. Alright, nothing's coming to one of those, so we're gonna go ahead and push this out. And as soon as I can teleport back here, I can go ahead and get a rally going or something. Alright. Since my Guan is not that strong, I do mix some T4s there usually. Let's see if there's any chat going for. Let's see if we can swarm that down. I hope we can hold. Yeah, we're gonna hold this. Can we? Yeah, we're definitely gonna hold this one. Yeah, so for my secondary gear, it's not too bad, right? Alright, so we're a little bit ahead on this side because of the fact that we just captured this one. I gotta make sure that we shoot down every single one of those idle marches, so... And as long as they don't take the obelisk, and even if they do, as long as we can actually hold it right there, it's actually not too bad. Okay, so they have their marches coming up. Oh, no, Shakti's is fighting? Okay, well, let's just swarm them down. So, just taking the pass itself, we can sometimes garrison it, but since the opponent seems to know what they're doing, I'm actually letting it basically just wear out the occupation time. I think we're a little bit outnumbered here. Do you have anyone? No, we don't. But I just want to make sure that we can hold this a little bit in the meantime. Looks like our right side is doing a little bit less. It's suffering a little bit, but that's alright. So I'm just milking out the time here. Then the arc is going to be really important here. So I'm going to actually move my marches towards arc because we're pretty even on both fronts right now. So being able to capture arc is going to be key to victory because there's no other way for us to actually get one of those occupied. Although it looks like we're about to lose one of them. Do you have a rally coming to our obelisk? Alright, here is what I'm going to do. Well, actually, yeah, let's get the obelisk first. Let's get the arc first. I mean, they're all balling around there too. They understand this is way more important than anything else right now. As well, looks like our team got there first a little bit, and they have a siege tower going on over here. So that siege tower, because it's not going to get focused down so much, it sometimes actually does much better. Than expected. Okay, we lost this desert altar, which is not good. So we really need this arc. And also at the same time, if you actually have arc this early, it's actually not that good because that means that everyone's basically trying to protect your arc. But in the meantime, you're basically killing your field troops at the moment. You see that like the arc hasn't really moved. And our ball's a lot bigger than theirs, so... Looks like we lost some grounds here, but they actually gained some ground up here. Our other team. It's not too bad. Then we just gotta clean those guys up. Then clean out one of those. And then protect the boys who are carrying the Ark at the end of the day. Alright, it looks looking pretty good. Now, there's no meaning in fighting here. So let's just go ahead and try to get the... protect the Ark guys. Because they look like they have a... Alright, I think I need to help these guys over here. Who do you think you are, bro? Oh. We're losing a lot of fuel for this R, so we really need this secure. Alright, we got some of the objectives back in. But it's not looking good. It's not looking good. Yapper, if you're thinking about trying this game, I'm sorry I saw this just now. If you want a free-to-play game, I don't recommend it. But, you know, I don't recommend this for basically students. Students who are restricted on money, who are restricted on spending. It's probably not the best game for you to actually start from. But advantage of being a student is actually there is a lot of time that you can spend on a mobile game. Alright, so it looks like Clid is gonna... Oh, I'm carrying the Ark. Okay, cool. Alright, let's see if we can get that happening. I think we might be able to get the Ark, guys. I know that I should have grabbed it with my infantry march, but my... no, cavalry march, but my cavalry march needs to go beat the shit out of these guys. Alright, let's see if I can swarm this guy down. It's just a one march archer. My foe should have no problem, Arthur. Alright, and then these guys I need to shoot down. You can see that luckily for me, we're pretty tanky. Okay, fine. Alright, so that was a little too close. Okay, let me just go ahead and sad face my own marches. Looks like our team has have gained control back on the field. Oh, come on, I need to sad face some of my marches. Alright, let's just walk back then to my home. And that is... Oh. I might be able to get my Liu Che sad face. Alright, so I can have my Herman out. So let's just go ahead and get the Herman out of the little castle, and let's see if I can get my Liu Che sad face, because I really need to die here. Come on, man, do your work. Yes. Alright, so that was pretty epic. And let's see what this guy is about to do for us. And since we're not getting rallied, oh no. My apologies, chat. Since we're not getting rallied, okay, I think we might. Alright, let's see if I can try to defend this now. Jesus. Alright, one of my buddies are getting attacked, so let's just go ahead and reinforce them with some field fights. And you can see that my boy is doing the work on garrison. If we get lucky, we might be able to take all of them, actually. And we protected this objective successfully. Alright, Alright, so we fended them off pretty well there. And what I'm going to do, because no one's been rallying this so far. Oh no. Here's what I'll do. I'll send my garrison here
Vous avez
instead.
une femme? Je peux vous en trouver une.
In the meantime, I'll have
Par-delà les Pyrénées et de
34 seconds. I don't think they're gonna be able to get here in 35 seconds. So I'm gonna leave this up to the other people because that's a whole garrison. And then once I have my whole Arthur back here, let's see if we need to worry about Ark soon. Not as soon as we thought. Alright, we're back to being even, so that's unfortunate. But alright, so we have Eleanor Hera on the garrison, so we can go ahead and now be on the offense side. Looking pretty juicy and spicy right here, so looks like we're losing a little bit. Let's see if we can make that change. We do want to take that one on the bottom because that one does give you a lot more points. But let's see. Actually, yeah, let's just take this one. This one's 150 points. Or should we even try this first? Let's try this first. Let's see if they have a garrison working here. If they have a proper garrison with like actual garrison setup, then we'll go ahead and pivot to the one at the bottom. Nope. It looks like they have some capacity though. So once my whole Arthur gets here, I think this is going to be a pretty easy swarm though. Yeah. I don't really care about Guan Yu here. So it's a pretty easy swarm. Alright, and then I'm going to actually leave my Zhuge Liang here. Then we'll move down to this one right here. Looks like we're having some issues with the Ark. Alright, so let's actually move to the Ark. Doesn't look like they're expecting some people from the backside, so I think that could be good. If you lose this Ark, it's gonna be pretty tough, actually. But I don't think they can run away from me, to be really honest with you. Oh, yeah, there's a lot of people. Let's see. Look at that damage. I need to buy time until they actually get here, so. Alright, I'm gonna try to draw them out a little bit. Oh, nope. Not doing that, boys. Alright, so that's best as I could do over there. Looks like they're still trying to capture that. We lost that arc right there. That is very unfortunate. Then we need to capture almost all the objectives back. Oh. No! Why would you die on me right now, my mouse? Alright, let's see if I can get that plugged in. Alright, this might be where we lose our 8th win streak, actually. Looks pretty devastating. Yeah, losing that arc was huge. Let's see if I can solo this one. He's solo attacking my no Hera. Brave. This guy has a Hera going on. A lot more troops, I think. Okay, so this one I'm not too worried about. Okay, let's just go ahead and see. Oh. My bad, my bad. Alright, so we need the occupation points now more than ever. Where's the arc at? It's just sitting right there. They just reinforced it, I think. It's not too good. Oh, or it just might be the... Yeah, they're slightly wounded. They're actually healed up a little bit. Alright. Took that one. Alright. Do we have people? Alright, that's gonna be a tough garrison right there. 400k versus... Oh, why are they so weak? Okay. Alright, bro. If you're gonna garrison, if you're gonna rally, man, that's not how you do it, man. GG right here. Alright, so I got sad face here, but that was a pretty big loss in their points, and we're defending this for sure. So That wasn't too bad. Alright. Let's see if we can get that one again. And I'm gonna... Yeah, let's send my main cap march here. My Guan Yu here. I am running out of infantry, as you can see. So not too good. We have the arc setting up right there. So we really need objectives everywhere. And this guy right here, eating up our chest is also not that good. Yeah, I think it's not looking too good, everyone.
Our forces have lost control of an outpost of Seth. Our forces have lost control of a shrine of light.
What's this guy think he's doing?
Our forces have lost control of a sky altar.
Oh no, no. Broskies. Probably the worst time to lose one of those. Yeah, we gave them time to refill one of those. Where's he running? Aye, this is bad, bros. This is bad. Aye, aye. Ah, but we can... Oh, come on, we gotta take that one. Alright, what is the best course of action here? I don't think we're winning on the top side too much either.
Our forces have captured an outpost of Seth. Imbeciles, you have failed me.
I don't think I can run full fire marches anymore because of Guan. Unfortunate. Alright, let's hope that we can get one of those guys fended off. Let's just hope that our team can actually take this one. Yeah, swarming a field flag is always difficult, so... much. Yeah, it's pretty tough to actually come back from those now. Oh, it looks like we got it. I got that one on the bottom. Alright. 6 minutes on the last chest. We got control of the bottom one. Do we have control on the top field? Yeah, that's tough. I think we got 6 minutes, so our last chance is getting this chest and then capturing all this too at the same time. Alright, let's just hope that this... Oh! They don't have a proper garrison. They have proper garrison now, but do you have the troop count, man? No, you don't have the troop count. You only have 400k. Then give us this one. The main reason why this one's actually doing a lot better than the other one is I think it's because my whole Arthur is actually tanking this one. But I let's just go ahead and clear them out. How much time do we have? 4 minutes? Still got some time. Bro, like, I'm like half health. Why are you running away from me, bro? Now all their focus is down here. So my plan is to actually get set face all around right now here, so that I can join the mid fight from my side. And hopefully we can capture that arc. How are they not killing me so fast? Come on, guys. You guys have like 3 times the number. Alright, so let's just go to mid. And yeah, the only thing that I can hope for at the end of the day is that... Ooh, this one's not too bad. There's some mixed garrison going on right there. I don't know about Hera and Ethelflaed. Okay, so send some marches in that way. Now I must say that we have come back from worse. So let's see. But if I'm occupied in the mid area, usually that's when things kind of go wrong. Oh, we protected this one. Well, that's good. Alright, 2 minutes, so can actually swarm them all down. They use some of the power while they were swarming the flag down over there. So I'm hoping that we can get this and somehow still close the gap of 2,000 points somewhere. What does this say? Oh, come on, Google Translate. Oh, Ben's gonna try to take that one. Okay, cool. So, our best bet is winning this arc. We still are losing in terms of points. We lost a Bellis right there. The chance of us actually turning this around is actually still pretty slim. Bottom side is pretty solid, but yeah, the top side lost the obelisk. I don't think they can defend that at the moment. So just focus on the other objectives, guys. Are we hitting them? Alright, I guess we are hitting them. And pulling them into our little ball here. Looks like they lost their obelisk too. I have no idea what's going on here, so let's just go into satellite mode.
Forces have captured the Ark.
I should have fought a little bit earlier than that, I think.
Our forces have captured
All right.
the Shrine of Light.
Let's see if we can capture one of those guys. Same guy, so I think I can just take him down with 2 active skills like I did before. If I can catch up to him, that is.
Our forces have captured a sky altar.
But yeah, it looks pretty tough, guys. Looks pretty tough. Yup. Got him down. I think. Oh. Oh, team A, team B. Oh. Looks like they overinvested on Arc too, so as long as we have this Arc, we might be able to win this, guys.
Forces have captured the Ark.
Alright, so my job right now is use my final march probably very wisely if I can. And I think the best use is actually capturing those objectives right there. What's going on? I thought you would get sad face already. Ah, come on. I need that. Zhuge Liang sad faced. What is... Oh my god. Can we get that over there? There's a guy right here. He's free to play though. So yeah, actually, this might be possible. Looks like they overinvested a ton here for the Ark too. But I don't think they have anywhere that they can actually do this. So, all right, this is probably, if we come back from this, it's probably the most epic. Yeah, we're pretty epic in that. If you can get that in somehow in 7 minutes, man, that's gonna be huge. And I think my job is so that they don't get as much points anymore on here. And I think this is garrisoned very well too. Do you have the troop type? Yes, you do, but... Alright, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna send my Guan to one of those guys. I'm gonna send my... Alright, broskies. Not getting this anytime soon, motherfuckers. Maybe I spoke a little too soon. The fuck is this? Alright. Heal myself up a little bit. Okay, no. Not attacking anything that is garrisoned right now. Oh no. No, 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 no. Losing that is huge. Alright, broskies, we gotta do what we gotta do as much as we can. Alright, we're about 200 points behind. And I'm getting swarmed down. not looking good, boys. It's not looking good.
Our forces have lost control of an outpost of Set. Our forces have lost control of a desert altar.
Yeah. Yeah, this is tough. I think we might have lost this.
Outpost of Iset.
I. This is guarded pretty well. Although I think I might win still, regardless of the troop type difference, troop count difference. That was almost the greatest combat that we had so far.
Our forces have lost control of an outpost of Set.
Yeah, we can't leave that unoccupied too.
Lost control of an outpost of Iset.
Yep.
Our forces have lost control of an obelisk.
Yeah, it was against 760 versus 300k, so
Control of a shrine of war. Shrine of light.
we weren't gonna win that.
Forces have captured a shrine of light.
Another knife might.
Our forces have lost control of an outpost.
Man, that was almost very good comeback.
Our forces have captured a desert altar.
Good job, everyone. Probably. Aye.
Forces have lost control of an outpost of Set.
Alright, after this, maybe we're gonna go ahead and take a look at some of the reports. Yeah, we tried our best.
No, I am defeated.
The Team B was, I think, doing really well.
Champion of Egypt.
Team B took over the top side like completely. So man, that was unfortunate. You almost came back from that, which was pretty amazing actually. I thought we were gonna lose just pretty badly, but because we took the second arc pretty well, and then they were very invested in that second arc, we were able to come back pretty much really well. But towards the end, unfortunately, we did lose the field. I think that's where it kind of got messy. Yeah, let's look at some of the reports. I did have some garrisoning from that. Let's start from the very beginning. So this was the 1.5 million rally that I did with Ho Justinian. Got swarmed down pretty badly, but because their garrison wasn't really ready, we almost took it down, but it got reinforced at the end. But we got about 100% KP ratio for 1v7 scenario, but still it wasn't good. They were ready. I think that was the biggest issue. And then Eleanor Hera, this one was pretty easy. Like by the time they attacked it, it was already swarmed down pretty easily. Then they rallied again, which was very easy for us to defend. Yeah, that second arc was very unfortunate. Maybe even the first arc. Maybe I shouldn't have actually participated in that arc fight. Because if we do, then that's when we kind of lose our side objectives. Yeah, I think this is when we kind of destroy them in the field with arc, but so here's the thing about 15 people arc is like if one of the stronger players actually pull out their entire field march to actually get the arc, sometimes you lose a lot of advantage that you had on the field. I think a lot of people actually did that from the other team too. Thank you, Juan. Thank you. Yeah, very unfortunate. We almost came back. Could have been our 9th streak. But yeah, you can kind of see why our team is pretty strong though. Although we don't have the number in terms of just the head count. Just because we have 15 people and it's 15 versus 15. It is a lot more fun. So each player, no matter your garrisoning, no matter your rallying, like can make a huge difference in terms of what you can do on the arc. I think like you saw that one person just swarmed down like the entire objective, although it was like garrisoned pretty well. You saw me do that too. You saw me basically garrisoned our 150 points thing objective for the whole time with my Eleanor Hera. So yeah, each person makes a huge difference. If you're kind of getting tired of like, you know, bad decisions ruining your arc, I think you just gotta form a right group of people who can actually give very good directions. So that really helps out. So that's why I think 15 versus 15 is a lot more fun. I think that's why a lot of other people are doing it. Okay? As you can see from the team that we just fought, they were doing it pretty well. I think they are the team that does 15 versus 15 a lot more often, like us. So, but then again, it was pretty fun. I hope this was pretty enjoyable for everyone who was watching on this Saturday/Sunday morning. I hope everyone enjoyed it. I'll go ahead and try to edit the video form. I know that this went on for more than an hour, so I'll try to do some editing and then so it doesn't make it as less boring as it might be, but I'll put it up on the YouTube as not live stream as well. So if you're into those, you can probably take a look at the summary version of it. It'll take me some time because I need to go to some festival with my wife later. So happy that you made that short, the infantry equipment short. Yeah. I think he's talking about the shorts that I actually did on the infantry. Thank you. I really appreciate that it actually helped out your infantry set, dude. And just for your reference though, infantry short, let's just actually go take a look at that real quick. Let's just go to my studio, go to my channel. I'll have the chat up over here actually. Let's see, is this the right one? Best infantry set? Oh yes, this is the right one. So yeah, just follow that guide, dude. Juan7. Yeah, follow that guide. I think it's not too bad. Hopefully that helped you, and it looks like it did. So it kind of gives you a little bit of kind of lateral experience for you to actually build your infantry gear. Please feel free to. Yeah. Oh yeah, so that's actually the right one. I was actually wondering because I think I made a mistake on the one before where I actually didn't suggest the leadership gear on the pants and boots, but I think that is probably the end game infantry set, the best one that everyone else is using in the Krakens and stuff. So now you forge at the head equipment. Nice, nice. Please. But yeah, everyone, thank you so much for watching. I actually wasn't expecting so many people watching it. I think a lot of people from 2939 did tune in, so thank you so much for everyone who watched, joined the chat. Really appreciate it. I think I'm gonna go ahead and go wake up my wife, feed the cats, and probably get on farming with AOO, with the Rise of Kingdoms. I really appreciate you guys all tuning in. Really appreciate the chat. It was a blast. And I'll see you guys on the next video. All right, or live stream. Thank you so much.